don't blame you. Well, you won't have to, Harry. You can just stare at the game instead. We are into it.
Yeah, let's get into this one. Evil Geniuses, they'll get that T-side start. And I'm not hearing any game audio, so what I'll do is I'll come in with the noises. Here you go. Flash. That was the flashbang going off. And now the USPs are pushing. Another.
This is horrible.
Yeah, well, it's good enough. It's better than what we've got. So I'm doing my best, Hugo, and I'm sorry if that's not good enough for you. And yeah, I mean, Evil Geniuses, they've just been steamrolled, mate. Bottle is incredible. He's looking for even more. Stanislaw going to throw in that molly. Oh, there we go. We got audio back.
Thank you so much. Get this guy out of my ears. Well, Stan's trying to get the bomb. He might be able to grab it, but he keeps swapping out for pistols and not going farther enough forward. 5POWER going to concede the banana and give EG the room and the respect they probably deserve here. I don't want to count them out of this 2-on-4, Harry. It would have been a 2-on-5, but Bottle, the man to open up this round, has already been closed out of it. Breezy gets up long, but he gets spotted by Shooterpie and has to give it up. Doesn't want to get tapped by that pistol. Is Shooterpie going to rotate? This is a big call. He's going already through CT, expecting EG to double back towards B. And right now, that's looking at like an open option. Stan still sits at the bottom of a banana, but he's come and rejoined Breezy. That's left Viva alone. I thought the rotate was inquisitive, and now it really does seem like it might come back to hurt 5POWER. But Viva, great position. They don't check it, and he gets 2 kills. What a great start for 5POWER. Bottle with 3 kills down banana with that USP. When I think of Bottle and Inferno, I think of that incredible game back at the minor. I think it was the Starladder minor as well, where he just absolutely went off. No, it wasn't. It was IEM Katowice, but he absolutely went off, and that was the first time I saw this guy, and he put up a real fight on this map. So Bottle's going to be in his element right now, and he's got an M4 in round number 2. EG going to decide to force the issue.
Yeah, lots of MP9s on the 5POWER side. I'm liking the confidence to go for that so early on. Chance to make some money in this round, and Viva going aggressive down the banana. I figured they were going to try and get him set up, but they decide just to fall on back. And I think, you know, versus the pistols, that's a fair enough decision, seeing as Evil Geniuses have put some money behind this one. Unicorn smoking off the top of mid there, so denies any presence from EG towards this side of the map. Apartments is smoked as well. Breezy's waiting here with that apps drop smoke. Stan's lining one up as well. So lots of utility heading in towards this A-bomb site. Trying to sell this apps drop. I imagine we might see Breezy look to commit or make some noise to try and sell this fake even more. 5POWER, they've not fallen for this a bit. They've actually read into this very, very well. Unicorn's already in rotation. Ooh. Viva, he's bloody quick. And oh, Tarek will get him in through the smoke, but Unicorn's here. Nice. Tarek getting another, and that's now a bomb plant that can be found for EG. Breezy's coming in on a monstrous flank all the way from the A site. Tarek, he's got to buy time here. 3 players about to walk into his crosshair.
He needs to stay alive, but they're in a great trade position. They're going to come in together. Tarek gets 1. That's at least his job done. 3 kills in the round. Bottle checks the flank, but he doesn't see Breezy. He's tucked in the corner, and Bottle's gone down. That's a gun dropped, but the bomb is still in the open. Shooterpie doesn't have a kit, and now he doesn't know where Breezy is. Kit picked up, sticking the defuse. Breezy won't expect this, and it's going to be a second round for 5POWER. Nice try from EG. I love that fake play, but 5POWER do not fall for it, like you said. A very heads-up rotation from Unicorn coming through CT after those smokes landed on the A-bomb site. A lot of the reason 5POWER didn't fall for that is that EG only had Breezy up on A, and he wasn't really, you know, committing to selling a fake. He was coming in as the lurk to win the round in the post-plant, but maybe if EG sent a player in through those apartments, they could have faked out that A site take a little bit better. Either way, 5POWER just by the skin of their teeth taking a round, and EG forced the issue once again.
Yeah, it's risky, right? But it makes sense. You know, they get that round very, very close. They get the bomb planted. You know, if you're Evil Geniuses, you're coming into this series feeling very confident. So they try and get the force in here. They want to try and reset 5POWER early if they can pick this round up. That's some great early utility damage down banana to get Stanislaw so low before he's even seen anybody. If he peaks Viva here, with how Viva's been looking, yeah, he's not missing this. So banana control, not up fork and I can't think of the word, but Ethan getting rid of Vifa. And that now has this foothold secured towards the top of banana. EG still looking like they might commit into the A bomb site, and there's 3 players here for 5POWER. They're actually starting to aggress, and should up high. He's caught the perfect timing there, just plucking Tarek from the ranks of EG. Bottle not able to get away. Breezy will find him. Man advantage maintained,
Nice.
and Breezy, he can't see anything, and he's still finding kills. Should up high. It's all eyes on you, my friend. A bomb site alone, and he's getting wrapped by Stanislaw. Bomb plant will come in. And now 4-on-1 in the post plant.
Yeah, this is done, I think. There's no way he can get back into this round, and EG going to pick up their first off of that force, breaking the money of 5POWER. They got 4 kills in the previous round, and finally showing through. I thought that flank from Shudapai would have had massive consequence, considering 5POWER still had 3 players on the A site, but he only gets away with 1, and Breezy finds 2 huge opening kills up on long. Even Blinded catches the second player on the corner. And it looked like Bottle got away in time, but Breezy just catching him on Archway. And EG, they're going to take 4 guns into the next round as well. 3 of them being rifles. They've even taken the M4. They'll take that every day of the week. Off to an early start, despite 5POWER winning the pistol and the second round. It won't stop EG in their tracks. And I like the confidence as well. A lot of teams might have just foregone the eco and given away that 3-0 lead. But EG, they want to contest. They know that they are coming into this game as massive. I hate using this word, but what's the opposite of underdogs?
Favorites.
Favorites. Yeah, I always think overdogs for some reason.
No,
that doesn't work.
I hear you say it a lot. And overdogs.
That doesn't make sense.
Isn't
Favorites, yeah. It just.
But I like it. The overdogs.
That's what I'd name my CS team.
The overdogs.
Yeah. What's overdog?
Yeah, but no, you should name your team Updog. And then you can message people like, do you want to join Updog? And then they'll say, what's up, dog? And then you say, nothing much, you. Look at Tarek go. 2 kills over in the top of mid. And this round should all be over. Evil geniuses, they get into the A-bomb site with little to no resistance. Obviously, they broke 5POWER's economy heading into this round. And, yeah, they understandably give them a bit of a beating here. They only had USPs to work with. And that saved MP9. So this one's gone about as well as you would hope.
Yes.
So here's the other thing as well. I remember I always used to call this chap Zauer Sage or something.
Zauer Sage.
But I heard it's actually like Zao Sage or something like that. So I'm trying to remember the perfect way to say it before I do it, because I hate not nailing it, especially when I'm told. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just being honest, right? But yeah, I remember it was like
Sage?
Yeah, I think it was Zao Sage from what I remember.
I'll believe you, because I call him Zauer Sage as well.
Okay,
that doesn't sound right.
Yeah,
that sounds like a very, very Western version of trying to say his name.
Yeah, no, I'm at least like 90% confident in that.
Harry, any kind of confidence is better than me right now. I don't have a clue. So 2-2, and EG will break back the money. Only an MP9 being saved in the previous round by Zao Sage. There we go. And now another eco coming through. 5POWER, nothing to really invest with here. Just pistols and some armor and Shudapai. 2 flashbangs, could be seeing them go over the banana and try and take a fight to EG. They're going to have nades, though. Already Molly's going up towards the top to deny that peak. Great utility, at least. And again, getting beaten down to 43 before he even sees anyone. So 5POWER will take that, but it comes at a cost. 3 of their players are already tagged as well. Ooh, there's a little bit of an arm showing. That grenade could be lethal, and it's put both players down to their last legs. Ethan getting pushed, and he's running low on ammo. MP9 taking him down. Yeah, in the heat of the moment, it's harder than you think.
Zao
Sage.
Bringing this one back into a doable situation for 5POWER. Should have died here on this peak, but he's actually almost locked it in. The trade will come through, and thankfully so. 2 of these players so low for EG, but Circa's the cleanup crew. Albeit briefly, Breezy's coming to help, and now Zao Sage 1 versus 2 with the Krieg. He'll creep into the bomb site. Stan not getting that bomb down yet. Oh, this is a very, very doable round.
Yeah.
That smoke, however, has now balled it all into question. That should allow the bomb plant to come through. Zalsage's gone through the smoke, however.
Oh, he doesn't realize.
Oh, no, 4x3. There you go. That's the round.
He
EG.
thought it was a default plant, but it was planted right next to him. He would have heard the bomb going down literally meters away. I really don't know. Maybe he needs a 3D audio. He's got your headset, Harry, because he's honestly deaf. That's unfortunate.
You know what it was?
What?
I turned off advanced 3D audio processing. Because I'd heard that it was meant to make it better. And at first I thought it did. And then I realized, no, I just can't hear where anyone is now.
Why have the third pressing? You know, why wait till everyone else has had their fun with the audio? AWP coming in for Viva in this round. He's got it up top B. Ethan
what show
bullied.
Is that quote from?
That's Peep Show.
Okay, yeah. I thought so. I thought
that's a Jeremy
Yeah, it's an
quote
olive
right
oil quote.
Yeah.
Here we go. They're setting Tarek up with the flashbang in middle. He'll get out. And alongside him, he's got a couple of brothers in arms. Stan and Breezy here. And it's Stanislaw to find the man first over towards Long. Unicorn, he'll get shut out of this round.
Oh, and this is going to be a perfect rotate from EG. They're going back towards Banana. There's only Viva here. He's got a smoke with that AWP, but if Breezy continues to sell this fake on the A site like he has been doing in some of these past rounds, 5POWER are not going to decide to rotate. They do decide to re-aggress, though, and this is really smart. Shudapie and Bottle coming in from middle. They've cleared this out, and they've got info, but they line up, and Tarek takes two. That is despicable. We'll see if EG even want to rotate off the back of that. Sage is going to go straight down towards B, and opt to gamble here, knowing that if they do come, he can try and put up this 2-on-3. If they don't, then he can save. It will be the former, though. Viva getting spammed through that coffin. He's got to duck back. Zalsage can't do a thing with Ethan hitting a quick shot like that. And Viva, safe decision. Throw the gun out the map and just go die. And I respect it. At the same time, I would have liked to see a save, but in a 1-on-5, when EG, they've got you trapped. They know where you are. They weren't going to let you get away with that gun, and he doesn't get any damage. No kills there for 5POWER in that rifle round. It doesn't help that Tarek lines up 2 on short, but, you can't win them all, Harry.
No, definitely not. Tarek, he's a man who's good at stuff like that, just doing the impossible. But yeah, that's another round on the board for EG. This one not off to a blinding start for 5POWER, especially because, they'd saved a hell of a lot in going into that rifle round.
Yeah.
They'd really tried to build up enough bank, and they get very little to show for it. They barely even find damage in that round there. So definitely not a confidence-boosting round for this 5POWER squad. Now, in this one, they've stacked everybody over here in the top of mid. You can see Unicorn, he's over there towards Long, number 7 on the mini-map. He's got those 2 flashbangs. He's going to try and set his teammates up on this contact in middle. They're going to wait around at first. They don't see anyone. The flashbangs come in, and then these pistols can maybe do some damage at close range.
Well, there's the flashbang. EG ducking back. Tarek's got 1 from the apartments, doubling before he eventually gets overwhelmed. EG already have the B site. Keep that in mind. So they know this round is done, but they're losing players left and right. Bottle getting a gun, and Cirque does finish him off. 5 rounds for EG, not a worry. They'd already pushed 2 players deep inside of B at that point, so they'd cleared out the map, and they were going back to get the bomb just in case they lost some of those gunfights up mid, but not really a worry. 2 deaths. The pistols find a bit of damage, but nothing too consequential here for EG. They've still got absolute buckets of money. Breezy even up to 10k after the buy. Stan just about there alongside Ethan. And no AWP here for this buy for 5POWER. Back to the 5-set rifles. 1 AUG on Zalsage. Cirque, he's got his AWP as well in his hand. Fast banana play, but Zalsage, he lines up 2 there with the AUG. Trade is back for Ethan. Will they commit off the back of this, though? Because Bottle's tagged up. That nade almost finds him. He escapes safely into B, and will actually opt to rotate fast towards that A site. It's the right call. EG are walking up mid, but that smoke in the way. They're going to have to wait it out.
Yeah, all go right through. They just push that smoke, and with no one holding short, this is a doable round. Tarek and Cirque speeding things up. Tarek getting that trade, and now he's brought it down to the 1v1. Viva in rotation from the B bomb site. Now, this man got off to a blinding start, but since that second round, we haven't seen him put a kill on the board. Into the crosshair of Tarek he goes, and this round is no exception to that rule. The AWP's going to get picked up. Evil Geniuses, it gets close, and you think maybe StarSeries done enough by pushing down Banana. However, the remaining 3 players able to win that one out in a 3 versus 4.
Yeah, really nice work there from Cirque, getting a huge kill from the apartments into pit with that AWP. Gets traded immediately, but Tarek won't let that round fall for EG. And he is off to an absolute banging start as well. Think back to that lineup in middle. Right now, 12-5, top of the server. And that is what you like to see here from Tarek. Confident stuff. 5POWER now on an eco. It feels like they've spent half their game on pistols, if not more.
I kind of love it from them though. They're not like going for any of these risky force buys, because mate, you look at this, they've got the money to invest. Like, you could see M4s, you could see a couple of UMPs. There's ways that you can juggle this that you still get a buy in this round. But I like the restraint, just to say, you know what? EG, they're the better team here, right? We're the underdogs, so we want to head into these rounds with as many full buys as we can. Because that's the thing for 5POWER. This is, at least this matchup, in my opinion, is one where they're just looking for some experience. They're looking to get some rounds on the board, and they want to do that with their full kit, their full utility, and I love that from them. Now, Cirque's already holding this short angle. Bottle, he just took a little peek around a moment ago, and he was able to pass clearly. However, now with Cirque homed in, oh, there's nice. Cirque. It was a stalemate, but oh my word. Yeah, he's going to find both players on the short side. Cirque's having a stellar round. I think this is even more worrying for 5POWER with Tarek and Cirque getting off to such great starts.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this CG roster. It's great that Tarek has moved into this, found a home here. He's been looking so good since he joined back in the old NRG squad.
I think one of the craziest things is how well Stan has fitted into this squad. Not that that's really a surprise, but considering how NRG at least were on the rise so much, and even adding Tarek in, that looked so good. Daps' system was seemingly working. They were a big upcoming NA team, and then suddenly Stanislau gets pulled in, and this team just skyrockets to another level. And in such a short space of time, that's such a surprise. It's so impressive from Stan.
I remember when that change first happened, and I thought, because that's
everyone
a lot of people
questioned
it, right? Yeah, because Daps had done a hell of a lot to build this team up to where it is now. But I do think that Stanislaus just helped elevate that skill ceiling even higher for the EG squad.
I think a lot of people just thought, like, surely this team can't get better. Surely, like, changing the in-game leader when you're already on the rise as
exactly,
an NA team, you're at your peak.
Gonna bring yourself down.
You don't want to change it and then suddenly wreck everything. But we know that these players on this team, like Breezy, Ethan, like some of these guys are world-class players. Tarek's won a goddamn major. It only makes sense that a different in-game leader could bring different performances and different runs in tournaments at least, and better ones at that. EG certainly a formidable foe. 5POWER are realizing that the hard way right now. Guns are back in, but no warp, and look how fast EG are already up. Ethan, he's pushed porch side. He's got 2 players coming from the apartments as well. Bottle fully flashed. He's in a good position, though. No one's going to check it. Tarek doesn't see it. Unicorn getting a kill. Bottle can't finish a frag. Does finally get one, but they're already on the site. Ethan inside of the smoke, and Bottle drops inside of a Molotov. Doesn't burn, but Cirque will get rid of him. And now EG turning the tide back into a 3-on-2. This is a 5-on-3 for 5POWER, and oh, how the mighty have fallen. Bomb can go down, and the retake is on.
Yeah, Viva in rotation, Unicorn taking up position over here towards short side, but to do that, you've got to get past the AWP of Cirque, and this man has not been missing a beat. That said, Stan's tried to make it difficult for him. He's handed 5POWER a handicap. However, they've gone into the waiting arms of Ethan and Stanislaw, and they'll lock that one in. From a 3-on-5 to 3 players surviving for EG. From the moment Bottle gets those 2 opening kills, not a single player more falls over on that T side. So, pretty devastating round if you're 5POWER. You thought maybe that could have been your 3rd one up on the board, and it gets stripped away from them.
And now the first screw it buy comes through for 5POWER. It's not even that bad, to be honest. They've got pretty much everything except Viva rifled up. He's saving for the AWP later on. But this is not 5POWER going for more of those pistols. They want more rifle rounds. They are running out of opportunities here in the first half. Oh, that was close. Just getting away back to site was Unicorn. Zayosage. Oh, he nails a dink, but Cirque fires right back. That smoke almost kills Cirque. That would have been something else. Boost up for Bottle. Breezy with the spam to set Tarek up in the apartments. Bottle playing anti-flash, looking into the wall here with 2 players also on short. Unicorns watching that apps drop. The danger with this setup is EG can easily get out balcony and just drop into pit, but they don't know that, Harry. So not a worry just yet. Smoke out on long. Molly on the porch side. Stan going to check close. He gets one, but doesn't know the Bottle is still up on this boost. This is the underlying factor here, the hidden man. And Stan is only trying to fake this A site. That bomb is still back towards B.
Oh, Tarek not ready there for Bottle to be so close. So that boost does net them a kill, right? Because he wasn't spotted, he gets down, that catches Tarek. I'm glad that in some way, shape, and form that boost plays off, but here's the B playing 5POWER. They've read into this at least. They've rotated both players around. Viva's heard and communicated all of this information, and now he's just trying to stay alive. That's a tall order, though, when Ethan is taking heads off in the bomb site. And Bottle, well, 1v4.
Yeah, the one thing that 5POWER doing well is reading into these setups. They definitely know what's going on. They definitely know which sites EG are taking the bomb to, and when these fakes are coming through, they're reading it pretty much precisely every single time. But you know, you can know exactly what's going on. If you can't get those kills and you can't beat the setups, you're going to have a rough time, and that's exactly what's going through. Think about the amount of stacks that EG have walked into, the amount of disadvantages they've had, and they've still won rounds. You know, it shows that 5POWER are doing a great job in the opening segments of the round, but EG, the more experienced team, getting away with pretty much whatever they want here. Bottle reaggressing mid was nice to see. He knew that EG were going back towards Banana after getting that A pick, but you know, nothing following up past that kill. And now 9-2, Harry. More pistols for the 5POWER chaps.
I think 5POWER, you know what, they couldn't beat this North American squad in my eyes. The one that they could is maybe TL, because, you know, you can't bottle Genius, but you can bottle Liquid. So that's how I look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess that works.
Yeah.
And in this round, they've certainly started off well. Viva's degged down Ethan. They've got themselves the man advantage. Obviously, they've only got these pistols. But hey, in rounds where you kind of play like you've got nothing to lose, ones like this, you can sometimes be a pretty deadly force, a pretty terrifying factor. And EG, well, they've got a lot to lose in this round if they forego it. They'll set up outside of the B bomb site. No one has the bomb, so yeah, good job, Tarek. Going to go back for it. Team player. 12-7, by the way. And he's now going to rejoin the rest of the squad over here towards the B bomb site. Lying in wait, Zhao, Sargate, and Viva.
Oh,
now just Viva. He gets mollied out of quad. This is a bit of a disaster, but he's able to deke down another. The Dega Viva not to be rifled with, however, I meant trifled with, but speaking of getting rifled with,
spin.
Bottle's gone down.
Tarek,
Who was that? That was
Tarek was planting, and he's just circling round and round and round.
He's like an Apache helicopter.
Yeah. Except a little more on the ground.
Yeah.
And he gets the bomb plant, doesn't get killed by that CZ.
I mean,
That's
maybe it's an
pretty
Apache
sick.
helicopter gone wrong.
Yeah, upside down.
On the floor.
That's like a sick lawnmower right there. Those blades, man. They're cutting crop circles all around.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just what it's not aliens, it's just upside down helicopters cutting crop circles.
And I bet that would look weird as well, so that does make sense for UFOs. I think we've nailed it there, mate.
Right there.
Someone write that down.
Don't credit me, though. I really don't want to be associated with my own thoughts.
So it's going to say, hang on, when we
Anonymous.
get this, yeah, it's going to say, aliens aren't real, it's just upside down helicopters. Anonymous. Great, yeah. Stellar, man.
Anyone
Stellar.
can say that, really.
Yeah, anyone can say words in any order at the end of the day, you know?
Well, let's see if 5POWER can get another round here, Harry. It's been a storming start for Evil Geniuses. 10 rounds in a row now on this T side. They have not stopped since they won that Force by round with a couple of Kriegs and Galils. Orp on Viva, but look at Tarek's pace. He has not stopped holding W, and he's going to run right through the molly as well. Absolutely no fear. Waiting for the repeat, knowing he was heard in those flames, but nothing coming through here for 5POWER. More of a passive setup. This AWP sitting in CT on B, but I would have liked to see the Orb try and go a little more aggressive, but EG have been cutting that off. And just flashing their way through smokes up top mid as well. There is a responsive smoke from Unicorn that will land in the middle area, but EG are already out with no fear. Molotov pushes Stan forward, but he gets flashed in. Bottle, in the meantime, kills Tarek through that smoke from short, and he gets another one before the trades are in, but immediately the trades are in, Harriet. Back to a 3-on-3 in seconds. We've been here before. Breezy, is he going to check for this position? Shudapie could get some damage done. There's a smoke on him, but Stan's seen him. How has he seen him? I don't know. And now EG, man up. Another 5-on-3 gone 3-on-2, and the bomb is down.
Man, Stan is some sort of like xenomorph, like he just sees in pheromones, you know. He sees through walls, he smells you. And, well, that nade could find some good damage at the very, very least. But no, actually, it somehow finds none. And that's the round. That's Inferno.
Yeah, that is Inferno. The AWP doesn't even get to play into this one. That's the thing. EG have not been going for these really heavy banana takes at the start of the round for the majority of these rifle rounds. They've been working mid, holding bottom B, maybe throwing some calm wallies up the top, but never really committing to taking heavy banana control and losing players to this utility that 5POWER, to be fair, in their credit, has been good. So, yeah, the AWP going passive on B, playing CT, yeah, you're right. It's just not going to get any impact into that round unless EG come its way. And I would love to see Viva try and, if he gets a spawn, obviously go for an apartments peak, try and get a play down second mid, or just in mid in general, rather.
Yeah, I think as well, right? You take that AWP over towards Banana, you know that EG are going to be nading, they're going to be using all that utility, dumpstering it your way, and, you're really going to run the risk of losing a player early. So I think I kind of side with either that mid peak or the apartments peak, like you're saying, right?
Obviously, spawn-based.
Yeah.
There it is. That's why you don't go for it. That's probably why he didn't go for it, Harry.
Yeah.
Because last time he did, that exact same thing happened.
Damn, I just wanted the AWP to have a bit more impact in this round. That's the thing. It's very, very easy when you're playing that B site to get naded down to 20 HP, and then they play A, and then you save. So at least this way, he gave it a go. He tried to be the man to make a difference in this round.
That's nice from EG. They throw that top B sandbag Fnatic smoke and take B, and then they see a smoke coming from over the wall, and they both back off. They know that the 5POWER are going to try and re-aggress and retake control, so they just go, all right, you want it, you can have it. We have a pick, we have A control.
Also, they assembled that boost very, very quickly, right? So if you're a CT, you get flashed over the top, you're going to be checking those close positions. So you're going to be checking car, you're going to be checking sandbags.
Yeah. You're
not looking for that boost over on the back of logs. So actually, I really like that. They spot the boost, but Shudapie somehow winning that fight out. The rest of EG, they've gone back to B, and there's only one man here. It's Unicorn, the coach of 5POWER, left to defend versus 4 EG players. Bottle and Shudapie, both in rotation. This has been read and communicated once again by 5POWER. But with Unicorn falling immediately and this bomb site going the way of EG, this one might be too far gone. Shudapie, though. He's making me believe in 5POWER in this round. He's on to his third kill. Tarek and Cirque, the two players that remain. The bomb is planted for Cirque. It's out in the open. He can watch this from Banana, as it is that Coffin's plant. There's the peek from Shudapie. Cirque missing a couple of shots, and that's allowed Shudapie to get Tarek inside of the bomb site. Now tapping the bomb. He's got to bait this peek. Time's ticked away, and Cirque going wide will shut him down. The ace gets denied, and Cirque holds on to that round.
Yeah, nice work from Cirque there. Not overcommitting, not going too wide. And, the one thing that's been a bit of a problem here for 5POWER is in the last 3 B takes that EG have thrown in, every single time they've mollied new box. In the last 3 times that 5POWER held B, every single time they've played new box. So, at some point, you've got to realize maybe we shouldn't play the position that's being counted every time. Unicorn and Viva have both been there and been mollied out from that position, and just, you get mollied on new box, you're dead. You can't cross pillar. EG are already inside of the site, and finally they're taking different positions. But this is more for a nade setup than anything. Unicorn throwing that smoke to regain top banana control that 5POWER have occasionally been doing. Breezy, he's very, very low. I think he got legged by Viva in middle. EG, top B very early on, that smoke coming down, but I don't think EG is scared of it, and Cirque certainly not. He's just taken down, so Sage, And Unicorn is now once again alone on this B bomb site. If EG elevate the pace, they can just win this round by default. The molly coming down, same again. Unicorn goes wide. He almost gets a second. Breezy was so low. That orb needs to try and find impact here. There is a coffin smoke rather, so he's going to be out of this one for now. We'll have to concede the bomb plant. Almost gets a smoke shot. The molly pushing him back once again, and EG with the advantage in the post plant.
Oh, he saw that flash go over, so he knows that Ethan is on top of the boost spot there. It's round 15, so they've got to go for this. They've got to try and make this one happen. Smoke towards Banana. Flashbang going in, and Ethan's holding the line. It's into the meat grinder they go. And Viva La Viva, he doesn't live any longer. 13-2, Evil Geniuses looking fantastic. That's all for the first half. We'll be back with what I imagine could be a pretty short second half after a break.
A dominant lead here for EG after the first half of Inferno, a map that they have not lost in months. And, well, 5POWER finding that out the hard way, Harry. 13-2. I think one of the things we're learning from these opening games is that if you win the knife round, you should just pick T-side. Because, you know, I don't think we're going to get a chance to see what 5POWER really have to show for us here. They only just got pushed in every avenue for 15 rounds. Think back to that Vitality game yesterday. They had the same thing, 12 rounds T-side nuke versus the other Chinese roster. Invictus.
Yeah, and, you know, I mean, don't worry, Hugo. At least, you know, obviously coming into this, we figured this one could go this way, right? This is the map pick of Evil Geniuses. They've got a 100% win rate on it. Next up is a nice, easy Dust 2 for 5POWER. Another map that they have a 100% win rate on the EG side. So, ooh, certainly not where you want to find yourself. Lots of utility here for 5POWER. They've got that on Unicorn and Viva. Good to see Unicorn being the man to pick that up. Obviously, as the coach, right? He still knows how they want to play their game over on this T side. He can still set the rest of his team up to succeed. He'll throw a flashbang over to try and get top B control. There's the response from EG. Ooh. And should have pie. Kind of open things up.
EG getting impatient, man. They were setting up for this bait setup on the sandbags, but they decided, screw it, we'll just push down Banana, and so it gets picked up. So it's a kill. It's an opener. Now Smoke's setting up towards his B bomb site. Ooh, there's a spot for Stan, and his teammate's gone as well. Nice shot from Stan. Oh, he doubles it, but he's dead immediately after. And with those already taken advantages, 5POWER can just run the gauntlet into the bomb site. Tarek and Breezy on the retake. There is not a kit currently in possession. There's one dropped in Banana, though, on Stan's body. Tarek needs to get the kills before they even consider the retake potential. Breezy getting gooshed. Double dark setup here for 5POWER. There should be no way back into this if you're EG. 5POWER don't need to give you the kills till you get closer. They have Glocks, and Breezy is already so low, trying to do some damage. Tarek is closing the distance, but Bottle's holding his back. He doesn't even need support. Viva's coming in with a kill, and Breezy only gets one before he is returned. 3 rounds for 5POWER. They started off on the T side. 2 pistols in this map.
Yeah, they've at least been good at getting them locked in, right? So, They should have a chance to get a few more rounds. Now, you know already Evil Geniuses are going to force here. They just forced until they won over on their T side. So I imagine the CT side could go down the same way.
Pistol rounds are not RNG, by the way. Bit of sarcasm. But yeah,
Counter-Strike is a skill-based game.
Yeah, it always confuses me when we see like dominant stomps and both pistols being won by the losing team. I never really get that. I mean, it is a little RNG, sure, but ooh, that's messy. Zaosage getting 2 in banana. Nice start. EG feeding the beast. And 5POWER off to a 5-on-3, but hey, if there's anything to go by from the previous half, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Tarek, though, running out of ammo in the banana. Cirque's going to re-aggress here. There's 2 players in close position. 3 now. Bottle's going to come around for the trade. Big kill from 5POWER, opening up this A site. Breezy misses a crucial scout shot, doubling down with 3 misses now. And Bottle eventually closes the distance. Tarek getting some damage off, but this should not be doable. He's got 8 bullets left, and 5POWER will be able to plant. Might be able to cut off Zaosage, but he's coming in through the apartments and seems to bypass this position. Just going to be waiting for Tarek to aggress. And this will be 4 rounds for 5POWER. They at least need 5, Harry, because you know you can't be 5POWER and get 4 rounds in a map. And that seems more likely than ever. The question is, do EG force again, or do they just wait for guns?
I mean, well, so
T-side,
yeah, was because they were able to reset the money, right? So here, I imagine they just give up around to 5POWER, right? They don't really have much stake. They don't really have much of a reason to go for an investment in this round. That said, I guess it just depends how confident they're feeling. You know, at the same time, they've got plenty of room to play with.
Well, a couple of confidence-boosting rounds here for 5POWER and EG. Just going to take the eco, waiting for their full buy. Yeah, I like this decision as well. It's not the T side. You've not got 4 kills and broken the CT money. You know that 5POWER are going to have everything they need. It's not like EG have had to eco too much this game anyway. Ooh, nice shot.
Yeah, we saw a few smokes get purchased up. They've already gone down. I was wondering if we were going to see EG try and hold on to them, right? Try and go for that delay play. At the end of the day, though, they don't really have much stake in this round, right? So I feel like even if you slow it down, you're not going to find anything. You know, they're just going to wait. And then when they do go through, you're going to die. So, yeah, you know, this one makes sense. They flash peek mid, and on the back of that information, they see that it's clear. This is going to mean the 4 rotation comes in toward this B side of the map. They'll leave Tarek behind. And maybe with that smoke going over mid, maybe that prompts a few players to head back towards A. They might just leave Tarek here. He seems fine to do the job. And this does mean 5POWER are going to be walking into this more stacked of the 2 bomb sites. There are a couple of pistols here. Going to find some damage. Stan goes through, and everybody's dead, all bar Cirque. And this leaves Tarek 1v4. It would be a clutch of the ages. He's so far away, he's not even going to give this one a look, and he wants to hold on to the armor.
He might be able to, but Unicorn is hanging around, and Tarek won't overcommit to this position. I hate it when players look up and show me angles that I never knew what that roof looked like. I've never looked at the roof.
Yeah, how often does anyone look up?
But it's like even in Dust 2 Tunnels, like 2 weeks ago, man, I play and I watch loads of Counter-Strike. 2 weeks ago, someone looked up in Dust 2 Tunnels, and I was like, oh my god, that's what it looks like. I've never seen that before.
I mean, that's even true in real life in a weird way, though. I remember when we were in Moscow at one point, we were at a hotel, and then on the last day, someone was like, have you seen how trippy the roof is? And I look up.
Which room?
The lobby.
Really?
Yeah, it was like all this glass on the roof. It was mental. And I was like, wow, I just, you know, I don't look up. Like dogs can't look up, for example.
Poor guys, they don't know what they're missing out on.
There's a whole world up there.
It's called the sky. But 13-5, and here we go. Double AWP for EG. They're coming straight in. That's why Tarek saved the armor. He was able to buy up an AWP and still have enough for nades. So it does make sense here, even with a CZ as a secondary. So, you know, you could say, why are you saving on an eco round? But there you go. There's a perfectly good reason. Getting the AWP in play nice and early. Circ going to join him as well on that A site. Now, obviously, first buys, so utility is somewhat limited, and we're reaching 1 minute and 20 seconds, and there's only one smoke left. Ethan getting team flashed a little bit. Won't get that info down banana, but there's no one here. Obviously, EG have a deep smoke, so they've got control here, and 5POWER going to move up mid. Great nade. That's going to find a good bit of damage here on some of the T players moving up. Stan going to rotate and try and join his team, but he can't overcommit knowing that long is always going to be a factor. And actually, we've got to rotate off from Ethan as well. Tarek's solo B on top of that wall with the AWP. Circ waiting for a boiler peak, and 5POWER going back towards his B bomb site. Although I say that bomb's in apartments. This is a triple fake from 5POWER. This is going to draw a rotation. I like what I'm seeing right now, but I want to see where it ends. Bottle needs to be careful. If he goes through boiler, Circ is guaranteed to get this kill with the AWP. Half a minute left. EG, triple B stack. They've been fully baited into this setup. This is a great play from 5POWER, but they still need to get past the AWP, and they haven't even checked middle nor flashed it. Circ with a kill. 20 seconds. Tick-tock to 5POWER. Breezy's hiding at the back of the site. Circ, he's getting wrapped for short, though, and Unicorn comes out the apartments. Breezy needs 2 here at least, and he only gets 1.5. 10 seconds left as that bomb gets planted. 5POWER with a full fake, and it works wonderfully.
Yeah, they'll get this bomb planted, and there's a good chance to find a 6th round here if you're 5POWER. If they do that, they're going to break the economy of EG, and there's a chance to get a couple more. Ethan, only just now arriving from short, has already been dinked up by Bottle. Flashbang comes through, but it's just too shallow, and that's allowed Ethan to deal with Bottle on the short side. Viva's had to reposition, but Unicorn's traded out, and now Tarek throwing into this 1v2 clutch. He's just got to back away. He's got to save. And while he will get away with his life, this is a 6th round for 5POWER. There's no money left for EG. This is a good situation for them to be in.
And right here is exactly why I said after that first half, like I don't like it when you come into a game as a massive underdog and you pick the CT side, especially on maps like Inferno and Nuke, right? Like I want to see what you've got to show on your terrorist half. That's where you're going to be putting the most prep in. That's where you've been grinding the defaults and the setups and the fakes and the executes. And 5POWER, that's a really nice round. They force EG to rotate towards B. They go for a triple setup. They fake it. They go back towards A with 20 seconds, and EG full right for it. You know, it's better than just holding CT side and getting your stuff pushed in every round by one of the best teams in the world. And yeah, it works out. So hopefully we'll see more teams decide to do this, but damn, Deke from Breezy. Man advantage for EG. Circ's here with the AWP, and he flicks onto Viva. Harry, not like this. This is an eco round for EG, and they're in a 5-on-3.
And that's the thing. I mean, you look at this mini-map, 5POWER, they were running a bit of a buddy system. Now that's been torn to shreds. And so all these fights could be broken down into a series of one-on-ones. And that's why for Unicorn, he's so keen on getting out of the apartments, looking to rejoin the rest of the squad over here at Banana. Circ on the angle. And Zausage will make quick work of him, but there's still 2 players here inside of the site. Tarek's gone. Ethan can't connect the Deeg, and Zausage's in with 3. He's going to get that bomb planted. Unicorn's arrived up through Banana. Stan and Breezy, well, they've at least retrieved that AK to work with. Is there a chance for them now in this 2-on-2?
Coffin plant and no kit in this round for EG. They've got to win the fights fast, and they've got to go in right now. Crossfire at the back of the site. Breezy going in second. Stan's found himself an AK as well. Oh, Zausage jiggling. He's been spotted. Stan giving away his position. He's going to get repeaked. Breezy in for trying to get one, but Unicorn's going to take him away. And Zausage, 4 kills in that round. Not quite the ace, but they will take it every day of the week. That was a 5-on-3 for EG at the start of the round with that AWP and Breezy's Deagle finding picks. But 5POWER, this T side is lethal so far. They've won 5 rounds in a row, Harry. Do not count this team out anymore. They're making it interesting. EG, though, They've only had one buy on the CT side, so we will see what their second is like. Another double AWP coming through for Tarek and Cirque. Tarek last time on this AWP was left on the retake coming off of B, so didn't really have a chance to show what he can do with his weapon. Maybe now could be his time to shine. He is once again alone on that B bomb site. A risky setup for EG considering how passive Tarek has been left in CT spawn. They don't even own top banana, so 5POWER could in theory just execute straight into B, but right now they have 5 players up mid and EG stacked 4 on A side.
Yeah, double Molotov, and that's really interesting. That completely clears out the short side, and that would have forced any players away. Smokes it down over here towards long.
Back to B.
And yeah, I mean, they've seen a very, very heavy presence towards this A side of the map. They've at least read into this situation well, right? There's 4 players here for EG right now.
Yeah, when you spot 2 on long as a terrorist, you can often assume that it will be a 4-man A set up rather, because obviously one of the B players' closest long rotate positions is going to be long, and that's a good read from 5POWER. But the issue is they've taken long enough to get back towards B because they never had a player here, and they've got to clear out all these little goblin angles, and that's given EG time to set up at the back of the bomb site. The question is, Viva, only man with a Molotov, does that go in towards New Box?
He's over... Oh,
whoa!
There's the lineup for Ethan. It doesn't matter if that Molotov comes in at this point. He's still got it, by the way. He definitely could have made a difference with that Molotov. Instead, this round has been stripped away from 5POWER. Evil geniuses, they'll get a 14th, and that's a pretty grim reminder to 5POWER that even though they've chained together a few rounds on this T side, even though they made it feel close at one point, they are still the underdogs in this map, and all it's going to take is 1 or 2 of these stars on the other side to start stepping up. And EG could just close this one out.
What an unbelievable spray from Ethan as well with the M4, just absolutely mowing down 3 players. I need to see that again. I was not expecting 3 kills from this spot, but Ethan, they all line up for him, and he keeps that spray going. Gets another round on the board for EG, and it's been a long time, right? That's a first CT round in this half. This was 13-2 after their terrorist half, so that's a very important 3K from Ethan. Especially considering he only just decided to rotate back into that site. It was Tarek alone there for the longest time, and with the T's backing out of middle, EG sent a rotate in. This is the 4K round from Sage at the back of the site. We've had highlights from both sides here. 5POWER have not been devoid of showing us their individual prowess, and to be honest, I'm kind of impressed with how they've made this game so close, considering it was a 13-2. The question is, can they keep it going, right? After a huge round from Ethan, 5POWER only have a buffer of 2 left to keep themselves in this map. And EG not even looking impressed. Just another day in the office.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, right, for EG, they're coming here with the intentions of going very, very deep at this event, you know? So I think this is a game that they're coming into just expecting to win, right? And, you know, you got to celebrate the victories, but this is one that they look pretty tame about. And, I think
to be fair, the second half,
so.
yeah, the second half's been a bit rough for them, at least, you know, right? Like losing 5 rounds in a row, you're never going to be, laughing after that, but I thought maybe 1 round could reignite the fires. And look at that scoreboard as well. Ethan and Cirque top of this CT side right now, but kill count's pretty close, with the exception of Breezy. That's a rarity to see him down there bottom of the board, but not really a worry at the moment for EG. We'll see if that changes. And Unicorn holding his own. Honestly, he's throwing a lot of utility. He did throw that short flash a couple of rounds ago, which got bottle killed. Like you said, just a couple of centimeters short. But other than that, he's had good utility. He's been trading. He, on the CT side, was got a couple of opening kills. And, yeah, playing fine. Not, obviously, it's no Savage, but doing what he can given the situation.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you know, like even in terms of kills, doing well. But as you were saying, like, okay, yeah, there's been a few bits of miss utility here and there, but it does just seem like he's very much taken on that supportive role within the team.
Yeah.
You know, trying to set everyone up. And that's sort of the benefit to having your coach come in is, you know, they know all the positions. They know the team very, very intimately. So he's got a good idea of the role he's filling, the man he's filling in for, and what spots he would usually play. And so, you know, it doesn't really feel like, even though they've definitely lost firepower from not having Savage here, they haven't, you know, had like a huge hole opened up in his absence. However, speaking of huge holes getting opened up, Sour Sage, he's going to have his torn open over towards Banana.
His what?
Well, I meant that he had holes created by bullets, but I didn't add that bit in.
Yeah, you didn't phase it too well, Harry.
He's had his holes ripped open.
Oh, dear.
We've all been there.
Oh, maybe not.
Cirque over here towards Long. He's got that open hand. He's got players rotating around to help him. Ethan from that B bomb site sets himself up over towards Arch side. Apps control taken by 5POWER. Unicorn going to line up this utility so that they can go for the apartments drop. And we might just see them fall off again and maybe go for this B fake. Now, the problem I've been having with that is with not having anyone over at Banana, the fact that Zausage tried to go towards this side of the map and was shut down, they've now, as we've seen before, they've now got to clear all these angles. And this opens them up to Cirque on this, or Tarek rather, on this orb. However, Bottle does manage to nail him. And that's now Banana control secured here for 5POWER. They throw that smoke and it's drawn rotations away from the A-bomb site. It's a double fake, and Evil Geniuses, they've fallen for it, hook, line, and sinker.
No, instantly rotate back from Stan. He's reconsidering. They've heard no footsteps. They see no players, and now the jig is up. 15 seconds. Breezy, he has to hold the line here. He has to do it all alone, but the flashes are so good. Stan's come through the smoke. He's got two. Breezy with another. The bomb getting dropped, and that's the round done and dusted. What a play from Stan. How on earth does he get a couple of kills on that rotate there? Only just getting back into the site in time, and EG will close out that round. Breezy, I thought that'd be his time to shine, but the flashes were so good from 5POWER. They've had nice executes, and I've liked this T side, but finally getting uprooted by EG. Here's Stan just diving through that moto smoke, and it was a spray transfer from the back of the site to the apartments. Doesn't get much better than that. The in-game leader stepping up in this round, and 15-7. We are reaching crunch time here for 5POWER. Can they keep this one going, or will it just be a formality? Breezy has had enough, and he's going to get supported by Cirque pushing down middle. Holding second mid. Sage taking Tarek out of the server. Breezy, he's on the full flank, and he's found himself a couple of players. Oh no, the reload, and Viva swapping weapon. He gets away with a kill. Cirque here to still trade back as EG keep things in a 3-on-3. Stan has won his fight down on second mid, but this is all over the place, Harry.
Yeah, this is chaos. This is a brawl, but this is where 5POWER could stand to thrive, and Ethan through that smoke will get shut out of the round. The B-bomb site now taken by 5POWER. Molotov at least separates these players, and for the time being allows Stan to come in from the banana flank, but he's not anticipating another man at sandbags. Sage shutting him down. Cirque 1 versus 2 now. Map point for EG, and Cirque trying to get it done, but Sage's not missing a beat. 4 kills for him again in this round. I feel like we've seen that a couple of times from this man. He's looking good.
Yeah, definitely. And, I mean, that's really unfortunate for Breezy there, right? He gets the full flank. The reason he doesn't take the kill is because he realizes he can get 2 out of it if he kills a player in Banana as well. But by the time he's realized the Banana is smoked, Viva's already turned around and checked him. And even though that awkward reload comes in, he jumps around the corner. Breezy can't get there in time. And that is a fight won by 5POWER, who already had the advantage in Banana, keep that in mind. So even though EG get trades back into a 3-on-3, all it took was 1 smoke kill onto Ethan, and 5POWER had opened up that B-bomb site. Huge advantage as a result. And an 8th round, putting pressure on the money of EG here, who are now down to zilch in the bank accounts. 2 SMGs and 2 AWPs. A bit of a mixed bag, but they've loved this double AWP on the CT side so far. Tarek has bought it every single time he's had money. EG, they just need a 3rd CT round to close out this map.
5POWER looking to take away this top banana control. In the meantime, Bottle and Unicorn pressuring top mid a little bit, and it looks like this one is hoping to be another one of those fakes. However, with Bottle getting shot down by Circover in mid, this might not come through for 5POWER. They're closing the gap. Ethan, he's shut down this entire push almost single-handedly, helped out by Tarek at the very end. And we've queued up some metal for the EG boys. They've gone 1-0 up. They win their map pick. Next up is Dust 2, which may as well be their map pick as well.
Yeah, another 100% win map. That being said, you know, really good showing put up by 5POWER on the T side in the second half. I want them to pick T side Dust 2 if they win the knife round. I'm tired of seeing underdogs pick CT and just getting steamrolled for 15 rounds and then switching over, getting like 5, but just not having the buffer to actually show us what they've got. They lose one key rifle round and boom, they're on eco and the game's done. That's what these games do feel like. It happened on the first day, Harry, with those 2-0 stomps, and now it's happening again. 5POWER though, really good resilience. They show what they've got to show on this T side, and I hope they have a little bit more to show us on Dust 2.
Man, I tell you what, if you're 5POWER, you come into this the huge underdogs, and I mean huge underdogs in this matchup, and you're playing with a coach. You've got 4 of your 5-man squad.